Are you like us? Do you wish they had a "Hello, my name is" tag on the front of their jerseys? Yes, we do too. The guys who were actually wearing teal for their first time in over a month lose to the Islanders 4-2. We'll break this one on down. We'll we'll probably vent a little bit, and we'll see if the Cuda can hang on after blowing a 3-1 lead. Right now, here on Teal Town After Dark. Aren't you happy to be here? Yay! Good evening, everyone. It is Saturday night, March 8th, 2025. The San Jose Sharks lose to the New York Islanders after making a cross-country trip by a score of 4-2. And we welcome you to this edition of Teal Town After Dark. This is your live interactive Sharks post-game. We do this after every game, so if you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world and in Sharks territory on the YouTube page or the app. And if you want to, help us out, that'd be greatly appreciated. With a super chat donation, you can always follow us on the social where we gift the game on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Threads, and a lot more there on tealtownusa.com. And with that, I say good evening to Ian Reed. Hello. And Jules. Hi, you.
I'm here. We're here.
That's easier to say than like half the roster from 3-4 days ago, but I dig.
Puckguy, I mean, you saw again. I still think some of the ball hockey players I play with can play better defense than this.
We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Oh, we're talking about that.
Oh, don't worry. Right. Don't worry. We'll chat. I'm looking at some of the comments in the chat. We'll get to that.
I'm not even looking at the comments tonight. I'm so sorry. I don't have the mental capacity.
The shoot the puck. Chris Martin, Eklund didn't take media time after morning skate. Too upset about Zets. Yep.
Stay tuned for Pucknologist tomorrow to hear more about the Zets trade. That's all I'll say to that.
Oh boy.
That's all, because I know Ian is pissed.
2 a.m. East Coast time. I have to deal with the blackout of the Sharks blackout and listen to the NYI. I don't know that front chest region can gloat. Okay. Can't get any better.
That's how, okay. All right.
Tyler.
He didn't. I liked him. He was fine. He's a guy. It's great. We're gonna collect all of the guys. We're gonna have like how the Vancouver Canucks are collecting all the Pedersons. We're gonna collect all the guys. That's why we brought Noah Gregor back, guys. We need another guy. Okay, we should. All right, let's start the show.
Good. No. And then Nando, that Eklund fact hurts almost more than the trade itself.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look at it's a business, right? Oh, they lose. What a shock. The 500 continue. Sorry.
And the Barracuda just lost in overtime 5-4 after holding a 3-1 lead. Can anybody stop the fucking puck in this fucking organization right now?
No, we have 4G of
in Gabe Carey's defense, he was really good yesterday. He played a back-to-back game because they don't want to put fucking Arundel in net. But they need Askarov back. Georgi Romanov is obviously up with the Sharks.
They tried to get another goalie. The prices were too high, which I don't believe. But that's a later problem. Sorry, Ian, I interrupted you.
It's fine.
Anyway.
Do the Barracuda want to draft first overall as well? If only it worked like that.
Don't we wish?
No, I think. Well, I'll just hit the Barracuda here quick, and then we'll get to the game on hand. I think Gabe Carey had a really, really good game yesterday. I don't think that the Barracuda, you look at the Barracuda, you go back and look, and what's the story? What is the story of this game? You tell me. So I'll tell you what it was.
Go ahead.
Same thing it always is. Undisciplined play, switches in momentum, and the Barracuda lose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about a Barracuda? I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about
sorry.
the shark.
I'm talking. I said I hit the Barracuda first.
Oh, but
I
I
mean,
was saying it kind of goes
both
with
can
either
be
one.
true, right? Like
Yeah,
both
can be
two
true.
things can be true.
Oh man. All right. So Barracuda lose 5-4 in overtime to the Abbotsford Canucks. They split the weekend series.
They did get
Colin-
3 points though, which I think is important.
Yes.
Because obviously, like, let me bring up the standings here quickly just to refresh my memory as to what we're looking at. So Abbotsford is the team that is chasing them. Taking 3 of 4 points is a pretty good outcome for the Barracuda
Right.
this weekend. I think it's a good point. They took 3 points. The Abbotsford Canucks took 2. It's not a bad outcome. It's not ideal. Like again, this 500 Barracuda play isn't ideal, obviously, but I think as you know, if you're gonna losing in overtime is probably the way to lose. You know, taking 3 points while they take 2 is a decent outcome for the Barracuda. That's how far the bar has been dropped.
It's about to be dropped further.
Oh.
This team.
And what did they say about Askarov? When is
No
he?
clue. It's the fucking Teal curtain. Who the fuck?
No, so they did say that he's been. They said they're going to get him back in game shape very soon, is what Mike Greer said yesterday. As far as remember, I don't remember the exact wording of it. I don't have it in front of me, but basically they said that they're going to get him back into games as soon as they can, and then he should probably see some action with the Sharks. But obviously, I think that Georgi Romanov, who is now no longer eligible for the AHL playoffs, is probably gonna have to ride out the season with the Sharks.
Yeah, and
look at night, and I think it sucks for Georgi Romanov because I think he's been, I like Georgi Romanov. I think he's been good for the Sharks, but obviously the Sharks couldn't send him back down and have one goalie on the roster. Like there's roster rules, and the Sharks had, someone had to take that spot and lose their AHL eligibility. So I'm sure there's probably people asking, well, why wouldn't they let him go? Like, why couldn't they do a paper transaction? That's the reason the Sharks had to have 2 goalies on their roster. They wanted to reward Gabe Carrier with a deal to reward his play, and I think he deserved it. I would be a lot more angry had they given Aaron Dell an NHL deal, who's been not good this year for the CUDA, in my opinion. So it'd been really frustrating to see him get that contract and then called up so that Romanov could go back down. Like, I think it sucks that Romanov's not going to be eligible for the playoffs, but obviously Askarov will be. And so I'm fine with it, like I think Georgi Romanov has been good with the Barracuda, and he's going to make some NHL money, which good for him, man. Like, yeah, he's going to miss the playoffs, but he's going to make NHL money for the rest of the season, probably, other than I'm sure Askarov will get some starts.
I'm sure we'll see Romanov here soon, very soon, hopefully. Probably when they play the Preds or, whenever else they play.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, Georgiev has played the last 4 in a row.
Yeah, that's just depressing.
So, all right. So the Barracuda lose 5-4 to Abbotsford in overtime. They have the whole week off until next Saturday, where they take on Tucson in Tucson. Yes, they are still the affiliate of the Utah Hockey Club. That's a Saturday and Sunday back to back. So be on the lookout for that. More recapping the tragic story of the Barracuda on the Pucknologist Sunday night, 7 p.m. on this YouTube channel. With that, let's get to the NHL side of the fun program we're about to have.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I killed all. I probably nuked. Listeners are gonna be like, Barracuda, fuck this, and they've already turned off the podcast on the audio. I apologize.
No.
What? I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what happened.
We're not having people turning off. Look, I think we have more turned on right now.
Yeah, because
I think we actually lost 4 viewers,
and everyone's waiting for me to freak the fuck out.
Oh, Puckguy's gonna kill me.
All right, so the Sharks come back home for their first home game since February 8th. They have not won a home game since January 27th
Against the
and
Penguins.
against the Penguins. And the good news is that they don't leave the time zone. I think until like the end of the month.
Pretty much, there's
I
not
mean-
very much. Like I was looking at the After Dark schedule, just to see where like I can like pitch in, and I'm like, it's a lot of late games.
Yeah, you guys are gonna see a lot of Puckguy and I.
Yes, we'll figure out who's hosting Tuesday in a little bit,
Oof,
but
yeah.
let's get right to it. Gang and Jules, I'll start with you. Unbelievable start. Outshot 16-1 in the first,
I thought that was a
outshooting
typo.
outshot
No,
the
but-
Isle 16-1, and it looked, like it's just a matter of time before a puck goes in the net.
No, I mean, look, like, give the Sharks credit here. They started great. They did everything you wanted in a team, but score a goal. And when you have basically 5 players to defend, that's gonna happen. No, but they did everything but score. Like I tuned in like 2 minutes late to the game and I saw they had control for the game. And then it just sort of started slipping away. The Islanders kind of woke up a bit. Listen, I don't know what the Islanders are doing. They're not the best team in my opinion. They're not that good of a team, but Ilya Sorokin stood on his head to start basically the game.
Yeah, I think the world of Ilya Sorokin. I don't think his numbers this year have been good. I think there's definitely been a little bit of a concern in his numbers over the last couple of seasons, but he was really, really good tonight, to Jules's point. But yeah, no, I thought the Sharks started good. I think you look at the lines that they threw out there today, and you're like, how is this team gonna do anything? And to their credit, I thought they came out and they played well against. I agree. This Islanders team is trash. This Islanders team is trash because they don't know they're trash. I think the Sharks have
Good idea.
we know the Sharks. We know what the Sharks are at this point, right?
Mhm.
Lou Lamoriello doesn't know what the Islanders are, or at least if he does, he's not telling us.
No,
I would love to know.
They're a clean-shaven playoff contender, at least to him.
Yeah.
Because they don't think there's anything wrong with their team. And neither is Anthony Duclair. The former Shark gets the power play goal, 1-0, and I'll be honest, and I hate to be as doomsday as possible, but when I saw Thrun took that penalty after the Sharks were up 16-1 in shots, I had a feeling that was the game right there. I hate to say it because I've seen so many times where the Sharks outshoot their opponents like 12, 13, 14-1, and then a penalty happens, and then Duclair scores, and I'm like, yep, okay. And considering how the locker room is right now after losing Zets, they're very fragile.
Yeah. I mean, also the Sharks PK has been fucking hot garbage the last few games.
I mean, the PK is allowing. I think they're
just like passing clinics.
75% at this point. So you're getting basically scored on 1 every 4 power plays. Like that's, or 1 every 4 kills rather. That's not good. In any, there's just, it's not good. It's not good, period. A good team is not giving up a goal every 1 in 4 times every time they're shorthanded.
Yeah, like the Sharks PK has been awful, and like they didn't really do anything to address it in the trade deadline, so it's gonna just stay awful until we've decided that we're gonna learn how to play defense, I guess.
Bully McGuire here. That's why we have glue guys like Noah Gregor.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
they have all the blue guys. I mean,
We had to
this
bring Noah
fucking
Gregor
team,
back.
this fucking team should actually be called the San Jose Dead Horses or something, because they're a glue factory.
No, we bring in the guys who play the right way. No, fuck off. Okay, we can keep going.
We'll keep going till the end of the period where JG Pajot gets a one-timer.
Killer.
He gets his 12th. That made it 2-0, and that there's another backbreaker, a late goal in the period.
Everyone's
And
favorite.
but the Sharks outshot the Islanders 20-8 in the period. But after the 10-minute mark and to the midway point of regulation, the Islanders flipped it to make it like 17-8 or something like that, of that nature. And one of the shots that the Sharks had was a power play goal by Nikolai Kovalenko. I don't know. I thought this might have been off of Costin, but
I really like the puck
Costin.
movement here. Obviously Macklin up there kind of doing his thing. It was a nice shot. Like it was good puck movement. It was a nice shot by Muka Madulin. I mean, really, Ilya Sorokin has two massive men in front of him trying to see the puck. And it's a good tip by Kovalenko. I really like this goal. I like the puck movement. I like the shot from Muka Madulin there. And yeah, look at it. It was either going to be, you had two guys there looking for a tip. Can't really draw it up much better than that.
no.
I'm going to give two players. Sorry, can I real quick?
No,
Can I give two players credit? One, Muka Madulin has looked way better the last few days. Like just the last few games, you can sense he's finding his game now. I'm not expecting him when the Sharks are competitive in 8 to 10 business days. I'm sorry, years, in 8 to 10 years, like he's going to be like our top pairing guy, but you can see the growth of Mook's game. And then Klim Kostin, I thought, had a good game also. He's become really strong at just screening in front of the net and using his size. He's a big guy. Just get in front of the goalie's eyes, screen it, shoot it. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so, Ricky's saying, does Mook have a slap? Does anyone have a slap shot anymore? Like,
no,
I feel like with the way that
traded away all of our slap shots.
No, but I just feel like with the way like the stiff I feel like everyone has a wrist shot now with the way that the way that the sticks are.
Maybe Vlasic is the last, but like I don't think Vlasic had a slap shot even really to begin with.
Like, I'm sure there's guys with slap, but I just feel like more guys are wristing it because you can get so much moment, you can get so much velocity with them. With how whippy the sticks are now. Yeah,
because the sticks now are not like 145 flex, made of wood, where it's like, it's like now you can like, you have defensemen. Yeah, sorry, that's another rampage for later.
Yeah, Vincent Alvarado is saying Thompson has a slap shot, but Warsaw took him off the power play. Yeah, what did you guys think as of the 5 forward unit and then eventually the 6 forward unit as we will eventually get to the empty net or to the extra attacker goal, but 5 forwards on the ice for the power play.
That's fine. You don't have a defenseman who can actually maybe Liljegren.
Who are you gonna put?
Liljegren or Mook are my two best options here. Like I'm going with 5 forwards. I'd rather have.
They're not good.
Yeah, that's why I'd rather go with Wenberg.
Yeah, I agree. I'm fine with it. I think when you look at what the Sharks have on the blue line, I would probably like going with the 5 forwards. They don't really have anyone who's gonna excel there, and I don't think they have anyone who they trust back there also.
That's why
and it's not just about like, it's not like, and that's, I think that speaks to how bad this defense group is, but they don't really have anyone who they trust that can help offensively, or someone who's gonna, like, I think they have more faith that a forward is gonna hold the line over a defenseman. I like Jack Thompson, don't get me wrong, but I think I don't hate the 5 forward unit given what this team looks like today.
Yeah, no, I agree with Ian on that. I'd rather have Wenberg or at this point Selly quarterback the power play, than have a guy like, no offense to Liljegren or Mook or anyone. They don't really have the guys for that right now.
See the problem, and like I think Liljegren is a guy who you would kind of want there, but I don't trust him to hold the zone if play goes the other way.
Yeah.
Right? Like I get
it. Defensively, it's yeah. You want to go, yeah. That's why Wallman was so nice, because we knew he would be able to hold the zone even if shit goes wrong.
Like Liljegren's gonna try and stick check a guy. They're gonna go around him because that's what happens, and
Starfish. Sorry.
and then shorthanded goal time. I don't know, man.
Looking in the comments in the chat, Wenberg is fine, but he can't walk the line like a defenseman. He's basically playing the bumper at the point.
But they don't have any. I don't think they have any good options. I think all their options are garbage.
Vincent Alvarado saying, I liked when Thompson was the power play quarterback for that 1 week earlier in the season.
The season's blending together, but I mean, sorry, I don't mean to be mean, Vincent. No, I mean, listen, I like Jack Thompson. He was kind of an underrated pickup in the Duclair trade, and I think he gets overshadowed a bit by Cagnoni in the when he plays in the AHL. But I like Thompson. I think there's definitely something there. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But it sounds like he'll be staying down with the CUDA for a bit here.
So that made it 2-1, then close to 3-1 on a goal. I mean, obviously there was nothing that showed puck would completely cross the goal line in this one, gang. But I kind of wonder, where do I even have it? No, I don't have it. Damn it. I was kind of wondering, does anybody know anybody that had penalty box seats tonight? Because I'm dying over. I'm furiously trying to get the video up for it. I'm dying to find out who was trying to hand 100 over to the officials for a no goal.
I think I have the photo if you want me to show it.
Yeah, go ahead and put the photo up because I had the video, but it's not loading up just yet.
I'm scared the video will get flagged. Give me 4 seconds. Here, boys and girls, and whoever else is share screen. Oh Jesus, that's a lot of. This is intense. Wow. All right, here's the photo of it.
That's so good.
you can, and it's funny because in the video the guy is like he's like waving his finger.
Dangling.
No, yeah, and he's dangling the money.
It's wonderful. That's the funniest thing. Definitely got a lot of hits on social media tonight. But
yeah, there's that.
It goes to show we can't buy a goal. Gang.
Oh fuck yeah, we have to pay the refs now to score.
And speaking of which, the third period you saw Anders Lee with an early goal. It's like we hit all the things that happen in a classic Sharks game: a late goal, an early goal, and a plethora of shots that doesn't go in, and then the opponent scores. But Anders Lee makes it 3-1. Then Adam Boquist on the power play to make it 4-1. Thankfully, to stop the bleeding and give us a teaser goal, we have Will Smith here with a nice wrister, and the kids have been on a roll lately, gang.
The kids have been on. They're all that's left. If they're not on a roll, no one is scoring. Like, I'm not trying to take anything with Will Smith. Will Smith has been good of late.
Credit.
And I'm not trying to take anything away from Will Smith, but like, who's left? If the kids aren't going, no one's going at this point.
Yeah. No, thanks to Snipe City for pointing this out. Will Smith 17 points in his last 17 games.
It's great. Player. Like Will Smith is like the patience that the Sharks showed him this season is now paying off.
Yep.
Because he has been fantastic to end the season.
His shot is so good.
Yeah, we knew that. It was just a matter of him figuring it out at the NHL level.
And I think he gets a lot of credit for his playmaking abilities because he's insane passer, but his shot, teams are going to learn to respect that pretty quickly here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be great to see. I mean, it's already been nice to see Will Smith kind of coming on strong here, 12th of the season, celebrating in Wenberg here. So celebrating with a pair of assists tonight. Let's also give some 10 shots on goal for Celebrini, a Sharks rookie record. But also some love to Shakir Mukhamadullin, 4 straight games with a point.
I love him.
So definitely been coming on strong for the kids. As
I want the Desharnais pairing. Give me 6'8" and 6'4", shall you, Mike Greer? Give me all the size in the world. All right, sorry, I'll stop.
Never mind.
No, not what I meant. I realize. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Jerry F with $2 super chat. Thanks as usual for the great coverage. Appreciate you, bud.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you with that. That made it 4-2 with the Will Smith goal. Nothing
How
else
many
would
points
happen.
does Will Smith have now? He's got to be
What?
like over 30 now, right?
Points?
I think he's
think-
already over 30.
Yeah.
I think the Sharks celebrated that. Yeah, 31 points
30
or 32 now
32.
with
32
the
now. Yeah. Good for
Good
him.
for him. Like, honestly, good for the kid. Like, I'm just happy for Will Smith. Like, he gets overshadowed because of Macklin. Like, we can all agree on that, right?
100%.
So, like, I'm giving him the props he deserves. Because, again, early in the year, we gave him so much shit. So
He
it's
deserved
nice.
it.
Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't, but I'm just saying we gave him a lot of shit. And I was like, patience, he'll be fine. And look what happened.
let's see. Vincent Alvarado, Giles was good tonight.
Is
LOL.
it Giles? I don't know.
He was fine. He had a good first period, and then I didn't really notice him. But that's kind of like the Sharks. They have a good first period, and then you don't really notice them.
He played 9:42 tonight, along with. Oh, I didn't know Ty Delandry actually played in this game. Huh?
I forgot Ty Delandra was a Shark.
Yeah.
Okay,
They were the bottom two time on ice guys for the Sharks
Oh.
tonight.
Hey guys, in the Guy Factory, let's go.
I will say Henry Thrun was the lowest on the defense side with 12:42.
He had kind of
him losing his waiver eligibility is the worst thing that's happened to this team.
Yeah, he really should be done with the CUDA.
The thing is though, is because like someone in the chat said it earlier, right? Like it's like if you're looking for somebody to maybe come up on the power play, like, and look at where's the end of the season, nothing fucking matters anymore. Nothing's mattered at any point this season, but it especially doesn't. It doesn't matter now, right? So like, someone in the chat mentioned earlier about like maybe Luca Cagnoni getting a look on the power play unit, but they don't have anyone to send down at this point, right? And you can only have so many recalls too at the end of the season, which makes things also troublesome. So I think that's not why, I think if they were able to move more bodies from the blue line, then I think that would be more of a reality. I think even at this rate, like they sent down, they did put Mukmadulin down for the paper transaction. So I feel like if Jan Ruda gets healthy, unfortunately, Mukmadulin is also no longer long for this world.
Real quick, Warsofsky issues a warning to some players. Apparently, post-game quote: "There's jobs to be won here for the future of this organization. If you don't realize that, you're in the wrong business. You got to get your head above water here a bit. So there's a lot of jobs to be won. We're looking around. We're watching every time you practice, every time you skate, in our games, in our meetings. If you've paid attention, are you part of the solution here in the future?"
Apparently,
okay.
no one is because they keep
trading everyone.
Everyone who is good has been sent out the door, other than Will Smith and Macklin Celebrini
and Eklund.
Well, yeah, okay. So I mean, but if you dare to even be remotely good, fucking out of here. Out.
I mean, Fabian Zetterlund was the only plus player apparently on this team, and he gone. For that, Rob Iman with the $5.99 super chat. Blue line is where I want Hasso and Greer to open the checkbook next season to start the come up. I think they have no other choice at this point to do something.
Yeah, but here's the problem. 5 members of the current blue line are all back next season, so I don't know.
Yep.
I mean 6 because because 6 because obviously Jack Thompson's going to get another contract, right? So like the only subtraction you're making from this blue line next year, unless if they start making trades, is Jan Ruda.
I think some of those guys might be out the door. We'll see. Not saying they should like sell more. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Mike Greer, do a fucking hockey trade, please.
Jesse L, there was definitely some gliding and dumping. See Goodrow absolutely phoning it in when he's already the worst player in the league.
Dude,
wow.
Barclay Goodrow has had a miserable season, but like half the Sharks have had a miserable season except like 4, so 5. Or sure, whatever.
Yeah, but I think like again, I want to see the blue line obviously get better. But I mean, if you look at this blue line, like everyone's back. And this is why, like when they brought in Vinny Desharnais, it's like Why? I guess, you won't have your lefties and righties, but this is another guy who's signed next season.
I didn't.
And you have to scratch your head a little here and go, what are we doing? When does the building start? Because rebuild, like that's most of the build is most of the rebuild word. I don't know if you speak English and you know this.
Vinny DiHarnay is 6'8". We're definitely building.
Yes, I'm aware.
That's great.
That was a
That's
bad
great.
joke.
Can he play hockey? That's the other point, though.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he is an NHL defenseman. I will give him that.
Cool.
I
His
didn't
fourth
mind,
team in the calendar year.
I didn't mind the Vinny move. I figured they were probably shipping out Ferraro though when they brought in Vinny, not Wallman.
They shipped out Wallman.
Apparently, no one met the price for Ferraro. I can't with this team right now. No, look. Regarding that blue line, again, this is what tells me that Mike Grier has no interest of being competitive until the year 26-27. And I just got 2 dead looks by Puckguy and Ian. So,
but like I said before, you gotta start making progress next season
because he has no defenseman signed in the year 26-27, and he has 5.
Sure, and then you can redo things, and I don't know if you know this.
No, I don't.
But I've been told this repeatedly. Is the Sharks have a lot of cap space next year?
What?
Okay. Well, all right. So yes, they do, and I've been one of the people screaming that in a mic, because Mike Grier keeps selling off this entire fucking team to the Sharks. Not to the, you know what I mean, to other teams, but like you have 5 players signed in the year 26-27. It feels like a very clean slate to me, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. It has cap space. I just like,
well, that's why it's just a clean slate to do what he wants to do. He can bring in as many whatever the, oh my god, what's the guy's name we traded for? But like he can kind of build what he wants to build, and I just feel like right now he's just trying to get through this. Like
there's only 2, but there's only 2 people on this current blue line that he didn't bring in.
Yeah, I think these were all just placeholders.
I'm just saying, everyone says yes, cap space, and he's gonna do all this amazing shit.
Listen,
we're gonna pat ourselves on the back for what he might do in the future. But there's 2 guys on this blue line. There's only 2 guys on this blue line that he's not responsible for being here.
I'm just saying, 26-27, he has a clean slate. Whether that was his plan or not, I don't fucking know. I don't know Mike Grier's plan. I'm just saying, if I was the GM of the Sharks, and I'm not a GM of the Sharks, I'm a fucking teenage hockey person that is way too invested in this dumb team, it feels like Mike Grier has a clean slate starting then. Not saying that he did everything right. No. Yeah, 20 million. He has to spend something to fucking hit the cap floor. Like, whatever.
Fair.
That's fair.
But here's the problem, right? But like, look at the players that he has brought in, and the way, like, AJ's gonna be mad at me, but it's fine. I'll just repeat myself on Sunday. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
That was my fault, but yeah, go.
No, it's fine. Here's the problem that I have, right? The problem that I have is when Mike Grier makes a trade like he did for Fabian Zetterlund, and he brings in a guy like Opsichuk or what the fuck ever his name is. I'll figure it out. And he lavishes that kind of praise that he did on him. Oh, and he immediately signed to the Barracuda, by the way, for all the lathering that this guy got. They immediately sent him to the Barracuda. So yay, I guess. The problem I have here is when you look at what he has done so far, is he really overvalues these bottom 6 guys, and he overvalues big fucking lug defensemen. And this is my concern, because when you look at the guys he's brought in free agency, like, or through trades, like, you look at the bottom 6, we have 2 fourth fucking lines. And I'm supposed to just sit here and then, like, looking at what he's already done, and then I'm supposed to have all this endless faith that, oh, but when the team's supposed to be competitive, he's gonna flip a switch and he's not gonna value these guys anymore. Like, this is a guy who, like, I don't know, man. Like, I think, and I'm not trying to say that Mike Grier has done a terrible job with this team. I think he's done a lot of good things, right? Askarov, good thing, right? Like, he's done good things. Like, and I know people, like, coming at me on Twitter, like, I think, like, I'm just hating on the Sharks because I'm not even a fan of this fucking team. There's just endless hours of YouTube of me talking about this stupid fucking team. But hey, I don't like this team. I don't know. But I don't think like he hasn't done enough in free agency to give me faith that he's not just gonna find these fucking more Ty Delandrias and overpay them. That's my problem. Like you trade Zetterlund and we don't like. I don't want to get super into this because I'm going to get super into it on Sunday too. But like
Right.
the part of the Zetterlund thing that really upsets me is that like even if it was a contract problem, okay, so but you have the hammer. He's a restricted free agent. Yeah, he has arbitration rights. So what? Take him to arbitration again. Apparently, we have all this fucking cap space that everyone keeps telling me about. But we're going to clutch the pearls because Fabian Zetterlund might want $1 million more than I think he's worth with the cap going up. That's what I'm supposed to be upset. Like, this is why we're supposed to be like, now we're clutching the pearls. Don't worry, it's fine. We traded him for a second round pick. Now, yes, again, maybe he turns that second round pick into a fucking player. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he just makes a pick with it. Okay, well, that's a player that's 5 years away. Like Fabian Zetterlund was good now. Like, do you guys think when this team is good again, that fucking William Eklund is going to be the wily vet and no one's going to be older than him? Is that what you fucking think? Like, I don't know, man. Fuck. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just think like, yes, Mike Grier has done some good things, but I don't think he's done enough to get this endless fucking faith that everyone seems to be saying like, oh, well, you just got to fucking sit in the plan. Like, you just got to, he's got cap space. Well, I'm not going to sit here and give Mike Grier credit for something he might fucking do. I'm only going to judge him on the things he's done so far. And some of those things have been very good. Getting Askarov, very good. I think the drafting so far has been good. But again, has it, like, you would think as Sharks fans, we've had so many draft picks, players that we've drafted that we've been excited about. And time after fucking time, these guys don't turn out. So, like, as much as I like Quentin Musty and Igor Chernishev and everything, and I love fucking, Dickinson, like, but these guys aren't here yet. And just being like, oh, but when these guys are here, like, I don't think they're not here yet. And that's the problem. Fabian Zetterlund was fucking here. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think that Mike Grier deserves all this endless fucking lathering that this fan base is throwing on him. Like, I think that it should be okay to start asking questions at this point. And it drives me crazy that like asking questions has like gotten so much heat, and I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of comments in this thing being like, oh, the cap space and blah, 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 blah. But like, I'm sorry, again, I'm not going to give Mike Grier credit for what he might do.
Not giving credit for Grier what he might do. I'm just saying what's there. But listen. I didn't like the Fabian Zetterlund deal. We all know this. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. Did not like the Fabian Zetterlund deal. All I'm saying is the facts are the facts. What Grier does with it is what Grier does with it. I've been probably more supportive than Grier than most people have. But again, the facts are the facts. What Grier does with it, that's up to you, Mike Grier. You can make me look like an idiot in 2 years or whatnot. I don't know what we might do. I didn't like the Zetterlund trade. I don't love the guy we brought in, Zach. I think at max he's a 4C. And I'm now like, have we given up on Philip Beestead? Because I thought that was the role we were going to have him develop into as our like 3C reliable defensively, whatever the fuck. You want to do it. So again, didn't love the move.
I think with Philip Beestead too, Mike Grier drafted Philip Beestead, but because that was his first draft, that probably wasn't his pick. Like, I refuse to believe that Mike Grier came in a week before the draft, tore up everything they had, and then made a bunch of picks.
Yeah. But again, you guys know my stance on this. I've made it known I did not like the Zetterlund deal. I'm just saying the facts that are there. Not Mike Greer. I don't know what he's going to do with it. We'll see. But if he goes out this summer, doesn't use any of his draft capital, doesn't really get anyone in free agency because you've traded all the good players away, I'll have a different opinion in like the next 5 months here. Let's give or take.
Right. And that's the big key here, guys, is that he has a space, but he's got to use it.
Yeah, if he uses it, it's
and
fine. But just
yeah.
for like good players, like bring in a guy like if you want to take a swing on a big shot, take a swing on a big shot, but actually start building.
Let's hit the super chat here.
Yeah,
before we get
absolutely. Rob Iman, thank you, Ian. I'm starting to have some concerns about Greer going in next season myself. That was a $5.99 super chat. Michael Molasses, tell it like it is, Ian, with the $2 super chat. On their Hot Wheels 84, GM Mike Greer is counting on all the prospects to be good in the NHL, which is statistically not probable on there. So thank you all for the donations. Of course, if you use the super chat, that does go help to keep the lights on, keep the website going, and among other things. So thank you very much for your support on there.
AJ asking, so angry Ian tonight, Melly and tomorrow. No, I think this is just.
This is just a teaser.
This was just like
we just kind of baited Ian a little.
This is the tremor before the earthquake.
No, I kind of baited Ian into it a little, but that's because I knew it was going to spark.
This is just this was just a little steam coming out of the volcano. The lava has not even.
No, Sharks fans have like every right to be mad right now. I think just cool headed because I've given up. So
I think more than anything, and I echoed this to you when we talked, Jules, and then I think when we did the show yesterday, is that we were expecting the page to be turned next season. We were kind of expecting the page to be turned to where like Anaheim or Utah are at, and the move kind of looked like it signified it's not going to be like that. We're going to be meh. We're going to be like Seattle, like bottom 5, not bottom 10. And it's like, are we really marinating a little bit more? That's how I think I see
that
it.
Will depend what Greer does with everything I've just laid out. Like if he keeps doing this, what we're doing right now, we're going to be a bottom 5 team. Right. He's not going to change everything. The next year's still going to be jack shit. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say that we're still going to be a bottom. I have no evidence to prove that we're not going to be. Even if we go out and get all the top free agents, we're still going to be shit next year.
Yeah, I think for me, I just wanted to see a step next year, because the thing that I get worried about, right, is if you've looked at some like Chicago games this year and you see like the 1,000-yard stare from Connor Bedard, I don't want Macklin Celebrini to look like that next season. Like, and I'm not saying that you have to. Again, I'm not saying that the Sharks had to be a playoff team next year, but I wanted them to take a step next year, and I just don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna be just as bad next year. I think they're good. I think that Mike Greer says that the building will start next year, and I it has to at this point, because the thing is selling is easy.
Yeah, building is hard.
Building's hard. Selling's easy. Tearing it down to the bolts and keeping it to the bolts, that shit's easy. My son could come in here and tear this shit down to the bolts and keep it tear down the bolt. It's building that's hard. And I just wanted to see, like, and look at has Mike Greer brought in pieces that are going to help for the future? Yeah, look at, like, obviously, he drafted Macklin Celebrini. He drafted Will Smith. There are prospects in the system that I do like. But until they're regularly playing NHL games, like, I've just been burned by prospects too many times that I'm not penciling them in the lineup until they're actually in the lineup. And I think that, again, like, even if so, just back on Fabian Zetterlund for a second. So maybe Fabian Zetterlund isn't here when the San Jose Sharks are fully operational Death Star. Like, maybe he doesn't fit into the plans. Fine, but let somebody play him out of that position.
Also get him. If you're going to trade him now, more for what you got. That's my issue. Like, if they went out and maybe got a different guy than Zach, I would have Like, just get higher value than what you got also, like, in the return. Like, if you think he doesn't fit in the future, sure, I get that. You whatever happened there, but you still
But then
should have
let
gotten
someone
more.
play him out of his position.
Or let someone play. Or I'm just saying, if you were gonna trade him, get more for him. That's also my point. Like, they did not get enough.
Yeah.
Like, point blank.
No, I think that's the biggest thing, if anything, out of it is the return for it. So, Rocks and Jaws, $4.99 super chat. Genuine question here: do the Sharks have a no hitting rule? I asked this because Wallman absolutely destroyed Rantanen tonight, and this kind of leads into, I was going to do a wraparound segment, but we'll talk about Wallman first, who had an assist on a Hyman goal and absolutely clean hit on Rantanen tonight, and I really don't remember a massive hit like that on the team this year, but I might be wrong.
It's
here.
just opportunistic too, right? Like it was I think it's sometimes you're just in the right place in the right time to blow somebody up, and I think that's what kind of happened tonight. I don't know, probably my take is that probably we didn't see Wallman blow people up because people were probably taking the puck down his defense partner's side. That's what I'm gonna say.
Probably. You're not wrong on that front.
And to finish up the Jake Wallman thing, he had a nice little comment just a few minutes ago.
I saw that one. Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing I've noticed. Just the compete level, and these guys are always on. It feels like a different level, and just really excited to play at that level. And that was Jake Wallman on his first impression of the Oilers' style of play.
Yeah, he's going. I mean, look, he's this is a guy who's gonna go play in the playoffs. Like, he's excited. I'd be excited too. Like, where's he been? He was on Detroit and then the Sharks, correct?
And I think
not a lot of playoffs on those teams.
Yeah. So
yeah, look at like, and I do want to say something on Ospachuk here. Like, I haven't seen him play yet. I'm not gonna hate this guy just because he's here and Fabian Zetterlund isn't. Like, I'm gonna give it, like, he sounds like a guy who I'm probably gonna like because I do like some of those types of players. The thing is, though, is again, it goes back to the way Mike Grier values that type of players with that profile. I think he has just an overemphasis on them, and I don't think that you have to trade guys who can score to get guys who can hit and be tenacious and do other things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm not gonna hate him just because like Fabian Zetterlund's on here. Like, I will give him a clean slate. I give all these guys a clean slate when they come here. But I just, again, the return's not good.
Yep.
Right. Looking at some of the other moves, Vitek Vanacek getting his first shutout in 50 some odd starts for the Florida Panthers tonight in his debut. Nico Sturm 70% in the faceoff circle with 3 shots as they shut out the Buffalo Sabres 4-0 on there. So there's that. But that kind of puts a bow on this one. But we have one more clip. We want to show you the Seals beat the.
What the? You actually have a clip of this?
We actually have a clip of this. This is if it's going to work. But
okay.
But
this is terrifying.
Terrifying? No, come on now. Our exclusive investigation team unit had a video of a certain Jules coming up the ranks in the it's not going to work for me, damn it. Playing today in a win over the Land Sharks. Jules, for those who don't know too well, but you have a Bay Area ball hockey league. Your thoughts
on Bash?
Yes.
No, it's the Bay Area Ball Hockey League. We play Tuesdays kind of for fun, and then Saturdays it's the real deal. Seals clinched the playoffs, so we're in the playoffs. Drew says, you should tell my captain to play me more.
I did today.
He did. Anyways, moving on. No, it's fun. It's great. We're in the playoffs. I'll get to play playoff hockey before the Sharks get to play playoff hockey. So, I'm excited. We are. I don't know. We have the top leading scorer in the league on our team, like the 2 top leading score. Our team is stacked. And
Yeah.
it's
All
fun.
right.
Wish us luck in the playoffs. Because
Yes.
if Jules wins a championship before the Sharks, it will be known. Hey, so San Jose, if you need like a third line grinder, because I know Mike Greer loves them, hit me up. I've been called a drunk chihuahua when I play. So.
What?
Yeah, one of my friends in Bash compared me to a drunk chihuahua when I play ball hockey.
That's a new one, Ian, right? Okay.
Ian,
Yeah.
thoughts on drunk chihuahua playing hockey?
I don't know, man.
All right.
That didn't get a
Chihuahua.
reaction. God damn it! I was trying to derail the show.
All right.
I'm just trying to picture a drunk chihuahua.
Just imagine like is coordinated, but is kind of all over the place and just likes to bite.
All right.
Oh my god,
Fair.
Tiger!
Okay.
No, I mean yes, but no. Okay.
Anyways, with that, we will wrap things up here. In case you missed anything or you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts. The audio version will be up in just a jiffy with all the right labels and everything on there. You can also hit us up on all the social medias throughout the night. So with that, we got final thoughts. Oh, wait, no, the picture finally came in. Thank goodness.
God. Wait, it's playing.
That's right. We got
Oh, are
our
you
ISO
actually...
cam on Jules.
Okay, this is really embarrassing.
She's getting into the corners, trying to block off shots. I mean, you played well. I'm very proud of you, my dear.
You could have found of this game. Good
well,
God.
I'm sorry.
I had like shifts in the offensive zone. This is just me running around like the Sharks, like not knowing how to defend.
Drug show always sound like a single-A baseball team. You're not wrong there. Geez. Sounds like good times. Yes. No embarrassment. Just stick taps to you for that. We'll start with you, Jules. Final thoughts.
Oh my God, I'm spotlighted. No. Look, listen. I didn't like the Zetterlund trade. Let's just get that very cleared up. I actually do have a penalty this year, but no, listen, I didn't like the Zetterlund trade. 2, I only state the facts. Mike Greer, it's up to you to actually deliver and make me not look like an idiot on this podcast because you've made me look like an idiot several times now. I'd like that to stop. And thirdly, when the Sharks do bad, it's kind of good because we get Matthew Schaefer, or we can get Matthew Schaefer, or Misa.
Or someone.
Or a human being to play on this team.
No, I get you. Thanks, Jules. Ian, I know you got a lot to talk about on Pucknologist tomorrow night at 7 p.m. But
yeah, it's gonna be a good show. I'm really looking forward to it because man, I was like I said, this is just scratching the surface. Because like you should have seen me yesterday, man. Because like I tried to get home so quickly because I'm like I have things to say. Yeah, it'll be fine. We're gonna Pucknologist tomorrow. It's gonna be good. We're gonna recap the trade deadline. Obviously, I'm gonna try and be a lot more. I think on that show I'm gonna have a little more time, obviously, to really dig into things. And I think I can also say because I think a lot of people think like I don't think Mike Greer's done a good job, and I that's not the truth. There's just things that concern me. So I'm looking forward to hopefully articulating those things tomorrow. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because I have a lot to say.
You're gonna see steam coming out of Ian's like ears tomorrow, guys.
Good. He'll be as red as a Canada jersey, and I'm looking forward to it. So Skylar with the last minute $2 super chat. Keep trying, Jules. #top shelf.
My first goal was kind of top shelf. It was a snipe.
It was. In fact, here's some more footage there. There we go.
More?
It's going in. See, in the offensive zone. There you go.
Really shitty footage. Okay, let's end the show now.
All right. We'll be back with you Sunday night for Pucknologist. Ian and AJ will break down the week that was in Sharks hockey along with the Barracuda, and things are going to be said. Trust me on that. Next Sharks game is Tuesday night. That is against the Nashville Predators. And like AJ is saying, that game against Chicago is huge for the standings. Chicago now has 49 points. The Sharks have 43. Chicago still has a game in hand. If the Sharks can find a way to lose in regulation in that one, could be a huge gap to finishing off another number 32 position. So
yeah,
thanks for watching.
I'm expecting. I was just saying on the Nashville game. I wonder if that's when we get our first Georgi Romanov start this season.
I would have to think, especially with the Georgiev in net with Chicago. If it's not, I'll be okay. So we're going to Antti-Niemi Evgeny Nabokov this, or even better, we're going to Archers Urbe this bitch the rest of the way. So thanks, Ian. Thanks, Jules. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Until then, keep it real. Keep it teal. Keep it real, teal. Have a great night, everyone. Pucknologist, 7 p.m. tomorrow. And after the Nashville game on Tuesday. Good night, everyone.